Get on in here. Yeah, you know what time it is. It's Wednesday, and it's Anti-Procrastination Day. And it's also the 11th day of our back to basic steps. So come on in. Let's get some things done. I know you've been putting off and you don't want to think about, you just want to circle the wagons and hunker in, but we still have to go places. We still have to be safe. So let's quit worrying and get prepared. Yep. We just have to take care of ourselves and our family. And I'm taking care of me. And you got to take care of you. I have my little humidifier going today. I don't know why it's not little steaming. There it goes. I don't know if you can see it, but this is my little humidifier. And it actually gives some light on my face, which is good. It's dual action here. I'm highlighting my face on the dark side. Yeah, look at that. Now, I can change the colors of this thing. This is weird. So I can make it be no color, red, yellow, green, which makes me look like the Jolly Green Giant, and then purple, orange, that's not good, yellow, violet, but I think I like just plain white. That one. Like just plain white. So I've got it going. I'm going to put it by my chair in the living room so that I can be breathing this mist. And you ask me why I'm doing that. Well, I got a little sinus thing going on. Just, I blew my nose and it was a little pink and that's not good. So I'm going to get my sinuses all moistened up. And guess what? My bird's been back again today. My little birdie has been back. And as I was putting my makeup on, he was right outside of my window, and he kept coming to the window. And then his mate, it was a cardinal, red cardinal, dark red cardinal, and then his mate would do the same thing. So I had two birds at my window. So I've got the moisture going. I don't know if you can see it smoking up beside me right here. How cool is that? Now, they make them that are USB cords for your car that are great. I don't have any oil because I really don't want to smell anything right now. I don't have any oil in mine. In fact, I wouldn't know where to put the oil if I wanted it. So, I just want the moisture. Just want the moisture. Now, it's Anti-Procrastination Day. Let's take care of our baby step for the day. And this is a good one. Day 11. Day 11. You can't organize clutter. You have to get rid of it. Now, think about that. We love to put all our stuff into pretty little boxes and Rubbermaid bins. But what happens when you start looking for something? Because we're sidetracked and we probably won't label those things. Now, a great way to label those things is to get one of those some chalkboard paint, and you can get some chalkboard labels and you can stick the labels on it. And then you can use some chalk to label things. But I have somebody saying, who knew you had a book? Well, I have 4 books. And Leanne has many more books than that. She has like 10 or 11 books. I can't even keep count of her books. But we wrote Body Clutter together, which is behind me on the shelf. I wrote Sync Reflections. Then Leanne and I wrote Body Clutter, and we're working on a new book. And then I wrote this book. And then the Chaos Cure book a year ago. So you can get them all on Amazon. So they're there. But what happens when we put all our stuff in these, we try to organize into these nice little boxes and these shelves, drawers, you name it, what happens? What happens? Those boxes, when we start looking for something, they throw up all over the place. Shirt's crooked, driving me nuts. It's a perfectionist in me. If that's the only thing I'm going to deal with perfectionism, I got it good. And my hair. Don't forget about my hair. It needs cut. And when it's not cut, it drives me nuts. And I just made it worse, but I don't care. So, day 11. You can't organize clutter. The quote for the day, let's see what I quoted myself with. You can't organize clutter, you have to get rid of it. So instead of putting it into fancy boxes, fancy silk boxes and little drawers and little cabinets, and get rid of it. Patty's book is Hidden Treasures, and it's a novel. It's a novel about getting rid of clutter. Yep. Getting rid of clutter. That's all. All our books are on Amazon. Okay. It's Anti-Procrastination Day. We're in our kitchens. So what's the first thing we're going to do in our kitchens today? It's Wednesday. So Wednesday is clean out our refrigerator day. So let's clean out our refrigerator. Then we're gonna set the timer. Where's my timer? Timer. It's backwards to me. Set the timer. This thing is worn out, I'm telling you. But it still works. It takes a lick and it keeps on ticking. So we're gonna set our timer for 2 minutes and we're gonna go clean out our refrigerator. Got it? Ready? Set. Go. Yeah, Robert does have a novel, and it's not about clutter, but the name of it is Could You But Find It? It's a funny. It's a quote from Omar, I believe is what it is. So, now many of you have been to the grocery store looking for toilet paper and looking for cleaning wipes and Clorox wipes. You've been looking for all this stuff and you can't find it. And I, for one, don't hoard toilet paper. I take that back. I am a toilet paper hoarder, but I've been doing it my whole life. I stay 2 cases ahead on toilet paper. 2 cases all the time. Robert says, honey, we don't have any more room for toilet paper. And that day, another case will come in because I opened up a case. I got hair in my eyes. So, there we go. I need a bobby pin. So, I don't go to the store and buy out all the toilet paper. I just don't like to run out. It's something that happened when we were kids and it was not fun, and so it stuck with me. So if I can afford to have toilet paper shipped to my house, even if it's an off-brand, it gets shipped to my house, but I stay 2 cases ahead, and that means I've got like 60 rolls. And I don't understand why people, when it snows here, people want to go for milk and bread and toilet paper. That's what they do in the South. Milk, bread, and toilet paper. But guess what? I don't need to do that. I don't need to run to the store for toilet paper because I already have it. There. So, is your refrigerator cleaned out? Probably not. Now, here's what I want you to do. I'm not even making a list. We're just going to do what I think needs to be done. I want you to fill your sink full of hot soapy water. You got it? I'm going to set the timer for 2 minutes. Stay in the kitchen with your sink. Take your phone in the kitchen, and you can listen to me while you don't leave the kitchen while your sink is filling up with water. I have an appointment at the end of the month to get my hair cut. Yep. So what we're going to do with that sink full of hot soapy water, I'm going to tell you in a minute, but that's what we're going to do now. I'm setting my timer. 2 minutes. Fill the sink full of hot soapy water. And you can put it really hot because you're going to be using it for probably the next 45 minutes or so. Not that I'm going to be on here for 45 minutes, but we're going to get it done. Joanne, you're so funny. Oh, she's saying people are using toilet paper to make paper roses. No, they're not. And, there's devices you can get to put on your toilet that you can use to spray your bottom. Yeah, there's those devices where you don't need to use much toilet paper. And if worse comes to worse, we can use rags, because I'm sure you've got a lot of rags and you just throw them in the trash. Anyway, so we're filling our sinks full of hot soapy water. There are rules. You do not leave your kitchen when your sink is filling up with hot soapy water. It just should never happen. So this way you have everything you need. Now, thank you for your prayers for my granddaughter, Sarah. She has influenza B, and she was running 102 fever, but this morning she got up without any fever. So thank you so much for your prayers. And Justin, before he left the house to go to work, and they're all kind of keeping their distance from each other, he's taking Tamiflu. I think the rest of the family has had influenza B because Ethan's been sick for a month, and Sarah and Emily, my daughter-in-law, was sick. So, turn the water off right now, and I want you to get a purple rag. And I like to use purple rags to wash dishes. I'm telling you, I love it. And it helps to bleed the purple out of them. Not that there's as much as it used to be, but bleeding the purple out kind of keeps them ready to go. So, what we're going to do is we're going to grab a purple rag. We're going to grab a purple rag and we're going to put it in our sink. And then we're going to set our timer for 2 minutes. And we're going to start wiping down. Let's start with our stove because it's the messiest. Let's wipe down our stove. Now, if you've got a stove that's got knobs that can come off, you can soak them in your sink full of water. But be careful that the letters don't come off of them because you might have to repaint them. So put them in the hot soapy water for 2 or 3 minutes while we're wiping down the rest of the stove, and then you can get them out and wash them. Ready? Set, go. We're going to clean our stove. Yeah, 2 minutes just to clean the stove. Isn't that amazing? Did you know you can clean your stove in 2 minutes? It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be better than it was. That's all you got to do. Somebody was asking what's the name of the novel. It's called Hidden Treasures by Patty Newland is the name, although her name's different now. But Hidden Treasures. I'm liking my little humidifier going right beside me. Look at that thing. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I'm going to put it by my chair so I can have it all day long. And then we'll refuel the one in the bedroom. Now, we're wiping down our stove because that gets pretty nasty when we don't take care of it. And keeping that stove clean, it just, you get in there and you start cooking. I do that too, Stephanie. I do that too after I cook. That's part of my closing down the kitchen routine. And then No, this is a cool mist vapor. This is a cool mist. I do have a warm mist vaporizer, and that's for when you're really feeling bad. And I actually use my stove to boil water on it, and that gets humidity in the air too. So we can do lots of things. We can do lots of things to keep ourselves healthy. And humidity because every winter I can every time you turn your heat on, the first week of having your heat on in your house, your family gets sinus infections. Yep. You may need to do something about that. Get a system going. So, is your stove looking better? Yeah, I bet it is. Somebody's asking about different humidifiers. Cool mist blows air through the it ionizes the water. But I don't put essential oils in mine, because if I did, I would put a cotton ball. I would set a cotton ball right here with some lemon oil or orange oil or something like that. Eucalyptus oil. I have all kinds of oils. But I don't really, though the vapor does not have a scent, because I like it plain. So, we're going to set our timer for another 2 minutes, y'all. We got our hot soapy water going. We've cleaned our stove. And now we are going to wipe down the front of our refrigerator. There's my bird back. The bird is coming to the window. Y'all might hear it, actually. Ready, set, go. Now, you may need to take the magnets and things off your refrigerator. If you've got an overflow of magnets on your refrigerator, sometimes it's good just to take them all off and throw them in your sink full of hot soapy water and wash them. Or spritz them down with some Windex and get them clean, let them dry, and then you can put them back on there. It's going to make cleaning your front of your refrigerator much easier. And some people have stainless steel refrigerators that stuff doesn't stick to them. Oh, bird is back. The bird is back. Makes me happy. Makes me so happy. Anyway, let's clean off the front of our refrigerator. You got 1 more minute. Take those magnets off. Take those menus off. You know, you may need to relook at those menus, because probably some of those restaurants are no longer in business. Yeah. I can't stick things to my refrigerator. Thank goodness I can't. I can't stick things to my refrigerator because it's got a wood front on it. It's a regular old refrigerator, but it had a panel where you could slide a wooden panel in front of it, which made it lovely. Lovely, lovely. So it's cherry, like my kitchen. And I'm working on another set to put right here on this wall that will be a kitchen set. And it's real close to my kitchen. I guess I could do a show in my kitchen, but it's all windows behind me, and I'm a silhouette. I'm a silhouette in those windows. In here, I don't have that. I really don't have that problem. Some people like to keep their there goes the timer. Like to keep their calendar on their refrigerator. I keep my calendar in the bathroom, but if you keep your calendar on the refrigerator, we had these great magnets once upon a time. I don't think we have them anymore because they got tariffed pretty heavily because they're all steel. And they the Roomba is knocking at the door. The little dog has been squirrely today. I don't know what's going on. Marla, make some chicken soup. Well, I'm not sick, but I'm getting my sinuses moist so that I won't get sick. This is being prepared. Yes, my throat is better. They're still a little touchy when I touch my glands, but I'm much better. But I'm not really been sick. It's just I'm being prepared so I don't want to get sick. And, I'm kind of a homebody. We are going to Leanne's for dinner tonight. She's cooking something hot melt. Sorry about that. Anyway, so what's the next thing we're going to do? Ben's sending me pictures. So I'm not going to look at the picture because it would make things go nuts. He forgets that I'm on the show. He's at the doctor right now. And please say a prayer for him because his mouth is all broken out from a medication he took. And I am utilizing Amazon like crazy. I'm telling you. Leanne says spring will be here before we know it. I've got flowers already growing. Jonquils and hyacinths and crocuses are coming up in my yard. I am happy to say I love springtime. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to put our knobs back on our stove and put the magnets back up on the refrigerator, but cut them down by half. And then we're going to wipe down the sink to the left of your wipe down the counters to the left of your sink. Ready, set, go. Wipe down your counters. That means wipe down any canisters that are there. Wipe down your butter dish, your salt and pepper shakers. And let's get that side of the sink clean and shiny. Yep, clean and shiny. 2 minutes is all we're doing. 2 minutes. This is 2 minutes to peace. And I know some of you are saying, I don't have time right now. Well, that means you're going to do it right now. 2 minutes is all it takes. Just 2 minutes. When you hear yourself say, I don't have time, that's your cue to set your timer. Set your timer for 2 minutes and do exactly what you said you could not do. You didn't have time to do, because we all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's just how we choose to do it. Use them. So 2 minutes, 2 minutes. And right now, we're wiping down the left side of the sink. We're like wiping down the left side of the sink. And then I've got a good thing for you to do come the next little blessing we're going to be doing in our kitchens, because we've been procrastinating. That's what hotspots are all about. They're just procrastination piles. That's all they are, because you have procrastinated. Maybe I'm sitting crooked in my chair. See if set up straight and see. Maybe it's just this shirt. I think I'll be throwing this shirt away because it irritates me. Each time a canister becomes... That's a good idea. She has a system. Every time a canister becomes empty, she puts it in the dishwasher. So, we can do this. Okay. I told you we had something good coming up. This is a timer going off. And if you don't have one of these timers, you should get one. I know you have timers on your Alexa, you have timers on your phone, but this one says you can do anything for 15 minutes. And sometimes you just have to do 2 minutes. So what we're going to do next is we're going to put our rag in our hot soapy water. We're going to put our rags in our hot soapy water. And we're going to wipe down the front of our kitchen cabinet at the sink. Just that kitchen cabinet. Ready, set, go. Because I've been doing all week long, I've been doing one front and a drawer front with my purple rags. And I've about got every cabinet in my kitchen clean. And it's not really spring cleaning because we never spring clean again. We never spring clean. If your hot water's malfunctioning, you can put a pot of water on the stove to boil and you can pour some hot water in your sink. Yep. Now, if you're not getting water in the house, that's a different story. I can see that steam coming. It's coming right at me. I love it. So the timer has got 1 more minute. Yep, 1 minute. And we're cleaning the front of our kitchen cabinet in front of your sink. Oh, and you're gonna see it and you can't believe. Now, I don't want you to go overboard. Don't want you to go overboard. No, not go overboard, but just do a little every month when we're in the kitchen. And when we're in the kitchen zone is going to make you never have to spring clean again. That's what our zones do for us. They keep us from having to spend all day doing this stuff. We do 5 minutes. Or if we do an anti-procrastination show, we do 15 minutes of this. Maybe 30, but I'm doing a lot of talking in between. So you can get the front of your kitchen cabinet clean, and this purple rag will grab the dirt. And dare I say germs too, because you got a sink full of hot soapy water. You stick it back in the water and rinse it out and go again. Okay, now we've done the sink front cabinet. We're going to do the right side of our sink. Now that's where our coffee station is. And it gets a lot of coffee grounds, and our kitchen counters are made of granite that don't show coffee grounds. It's the most amazing granite. It's called Valencia, I think is the name of the granite. So wipe down your kitchen counters. I should be in the kitchen doing this right with you, but then I'd be moving and y'all all get sick. Ready, set, it's already going. But I've been doing this all week. Every time I go in the kitchen, sometimes at the top of every hour, I go in the kitchen and do some detailed cleaning. It's been wonderful. Getting lots of little things done. I've cleaned off counters. I've got the recycling gathered up. And that doesn't have to be done every month, but Robert took it off. We had a lot of plastic stuff, and he took off the plastics yesterday. So, folks, detail cleaning your kitchen can be fun when you do it the Fly Lady way. It doesn't have to be, there's a cat at my door. I better let the cat in. This is his room after all. I'll be right back. Yeah, the cat lets me use his room for my studio, and he's a good cat. He thinks he's a dog, and he raised Tulip. See if I can get a picture of him. He's eating. He's white on white blowout. There's the kitty. The kitty is happy. That's Penrod. Penrod is named after a book character that Robert read me the books once upon a time. And it was called Penrod and Sam. They're books that are written in the early 1900s by Booth Tarkington. So we're cleaning the right side of our kitchen. Okay. Now, let's do one more thing. One more thing in the kitchen. What is it going to be? What is it going to be? I know. Oh, we're going to do 2 more things. We're going to take our purple rag. I'm telling you. And if you don't have purple rags, you need to get them. They're on the BOGO right now. You put 1 set in your cart, and we will send you that 1 set, and then we'll add another set in there. You get 6 purple rags for the price of one set. So, here we go. I'm setting the timer. We're going to clean the window in front of your sink. And if you don't have a window there, that wall gets a lot of splashes on it, so wipe down the wall. So let's clean the window in front of your kitchen sink. I did that this week. I also did the facings on I have picture windows in my kitchen. Huge 5-foot picture windows in my kitchen. And those picture windows, the shelf gets really dirty. And so I wiped them down, and that it came up, and it's greasy dirt, and it just came up like you wouldn't believe with my purple rags. I love my purple rags. So we're cleaning our window facing and the window over your kitchen sink. And you're going to be so happy you can see out. I can go around outside, it's off my front porch, and I can clean the outside too. And let me tell you something. This multi-wand right here, this is an amazing tool for cleaning windows. It really is. We got a testimonial in from a fly baby who used it on high picture windows that she had in her bedroom. And she didn't even have to climb to get them clean. Isn't that amazing? And then our rubber sweeper. This is our little broom. It has a squeegee on one side. See that squeegee? That's a great tool. And it'll extend a long ways with the handle. And the other thing we have is our mop. Our fly lady. Uh-oh, that's falling. Avalanche. Trying to get to the fly lady mop here without. This will clean windows. So when you have a clean one on, you could do a quick swipe of your window over your sink, and you not even have to reach before you tackle the floor, which is what we're doing next. We're going to tackle our kitchen floors. Now, if you've got carpet and throw rugs in your kitchen, be sure and get your carpet sweeper out. Carpet sweepers are on sale right now, and that's going off on Sunday the 15th. The Ides of March is the last day you'll be able to buy the carpet sweeper at $10 off. So get it now. We also have our pink rags are $10 for a pack of 12. Uh-oh. Patty says I forgot to put my microphone back on. And it was underneath my purple rag. Sorry about that, folks. That's what happens when I leave. Thanks, sister. So we're going to do our floors right now. 2 minutes. Ready, set, go. Do the carpets, little throw rugs you have in your kitchen in front of the stove, in front of the sink. And then let's get our mop out and let's do the mopping. Doesn't take much. I try to get spots up as they happen, and sometimes that doesn't happen when I'm not home. Things will get spilt and don't get picked up. So this past week I grabbed a dirty purple rag that was under the sink, and I wet it really well with hot soapy water and threw it down on the floor and did a quick and dirty mop with my foot. And then I put it back under the sink to let it dry, so that next time I did a load of purple rags, I would have it there. I just like to let everything dry before. I don't like things to get stinky. I don't like stinky dish towels. That's why I use these, because they dry. I wring them out. I wring them out, and you just go. You know how to wring things out. I try to put it in thirds and go like that. And then they dry really quickly. I lay them out to let them dry. And if they're nasty, I put them under the sink and let them dry. And then I'll have a whole load to run. There goes the cat. He was happy. I let him in. So folks, we're getting our floors clean. Look at what we've gotten done in our kitchen. The kitchen is sparkling, and that makes you so happy. Now, I do the foot mop too. Yep. So we've got our kitchens detailed clean. It's Anti-Procrastination Day. Now, what's for dinner? Do you know what's for dinner? What's for dinner? I don't have to cook tonight because my friend Leanne's cooking. And last thing was she was going to cook stew, but I think she may be cooking us something different, giving the guys stew, and we're going to do something hot melty. Anyway, folks, y'all have a good rest of the day. Yesterday, in the tea time video that I sent out to everybody, I tried to use the constant contact system of putting videos in, and it didn't work. So I won't do that again today. All I've been doing is taking an image picture of the video I've just done and hyperlinking it. And so it's a different way of making it work, but it works. And that one didn't work yesterday. So you just have to go to YouTube, youtube.com/theflylady, and it'll be fun. Tea time yesterday was good because we talked about ruts. We talked about being in a rut. Being in a rut. And ruts are not good routines. They are not good routines. So I love you all. I'll see you today at 3 o'clock for tea time. And if you can't find any hand sanitizer or Clorox wipes, you can make your own hand sanitizing wipes with the pink rags and some rubbing alcohol, 60 to 70% rubbing alcohol. If you've got 100% rubbing alcohol, then you can add some water to it. And there you've got them with you. Justin, he wiped down his whole kitchen because he's got a sick child. Thank you for the prayers. I love you all. I will see you at 3 o'clock. Bye.